So this is part 2 of the video that you just watched. If you're in the comments section, that means that you're interested. Duh! So I'm going to take a little bit more of a detailed, in-depth look, maybe like a deep dive into what all the major aspects of what I'm doing is for, in case there is someone out there who's suffering from a similar circumstance and they wanted to give this a try. Disclaimer, do the research for yourself. There are many reasons why this could work for you, and there are just as many reasons why it couldn't. Mostly, all of them are because maybe your heart's not in it. Sometimes you want something so bad that all your pain takes over you. You have to let go, and you have to work on yourself first before you can cure any physical ailment that has anything to threaten your life with. If you're not really into it, you're not going to want it. And if you don't want it, it may not happen. It all depends on the vessel at which you choose in order to go for a cure. That being said, rose quartz. Rose quartz. Rose squirts. A lot of it. A bunch of mixed crystals. Lapis lazuli, yellow citrulline, amethyst, clear quartz. I would say roughly about the half size of your heart. The clear quartz I have charging right now with 60, but earlier on I was using it at 266. And wouldn't you guess it, rose quartz, which right now I have going on at about 59 hertz. Earlier on I had it going at 27, which equals out to, on this particular machine, 2720. I also have a Tesla Biohealer. It doesn't really do much, but it just gives you that extra little kick. I have no idea what I have in it, but I spent $600 on it, so I'm not going to cut it open like a can yet and start drinking. And last but not least in the category of crystals, I have rhodonite. All of these combined make up an excellent blend of anti-inflammatory, heart health, heart production, boosting of its function, resonant frequencies that all equal out to bettering the heart chakra and heart health, especially within the mind and body. So with all that being said, all of this combined, 639, 396, 285, 174, but on full volume, directly on the chest, so that the vibrations literally seep into my heart, 2727, and 266. All of those together work on the arteries, regeneration, helping the cells kind of work on tissue a little bit. But it's especially great for atherosclerosis, which is a fancy term for the tunnels are getting hard. So what do I do for this? L-citrulline, sea motherwort, milk thistle, cilantro, American ginseng, bilberry, kudzu, black elderberry, self-heal, oregano, beetroot, thyme, hawthorn and cayenne, agrimony, kinky bilbo and gachu, dream team, ginger, turmeric, and black peppercorn. The purest honey that you can find, and so a little bit of Celtic salt.
And I forgot to mention the shilajit, shit.
Nettle, holy basil, chaga, dandelion, peppermint, anise hyssop, lemon balm, ashwagandha, cat's claw, duckroot. Diatomaceous earth, 10 days on, 10 days off. As pure as water as you can find. Eat a lot of mixed nuts. And I eat the thing that looks like a phallic symbol. And the coup de grace. Healy Frequency Generator. The quantum frequency generator. Generates from hertz to kilohertz range, high and low. Voltage fluctuating. Hidden from the internet. Oh, and because you gotta go poopy sometime. Psyllium husk. Oh yeah, and these freaking guys. Green and black tea. And then I brush with a toothpaste that I make on my own. I wash my hair with a shampoo that I make on my own. I use a trusted brand of mouthwash, man. And I really don't eat very many things that are in boxes or bags. I try to keep myself as pure as I possibly can in every way possible. And that's why I think I'm doing it. Because all this stuff combined, along with a grounding mat used about maybe 10 hours out of the day, and a very pure constitution. Not the paper! All of this combined has every element that my body could need in order to self-regenerate. And then whatever doesn't regenerate, life force energy. But I don't just take all this stuff in one sitting, obviously. If I did that, I would probably be deadski. And then a group of really supportive people who all just seemed to kind of fall into my lap. Not literally. And then there's the power of Brown Jasper. Over the course of 5 years, I started out with a 5% ejection fraction. This was before I woke up. I was just on the brink of waking up. I had my first heart attack. I was still eating kind of takeout food here and there. 2 years later, I had another heart attack. This heart attack was bad. It was a could have not survived kind of heart attack. I was 432 pounds. I had arrhythmia. I had AFib. And like I said, I had a 5% ejection fraction, which is basically at the point of it's not going to tell if you're going to live or you know. And in the midst of having tubes coming out of my neck and them giving me a cardioversion, which is where they stop and restart your heart to put it back into normal rhythm, when all they had to do from the beginning was just give me motherwort, along with mineralizing my body and running frequency through it. I mean, who'd have thunk, right? They don't know what I'm talking about. There's nobody home. I lost the game like I lost my mind I lost the game. And if I do smoke anything, it's pure vegetable glycerin. But in all seriousness, nature has everything that we need. Unless you absolutely know what you're doing, I would recommend just sticking with what you know to be right. And it probably won't align in any way with what I've done, because I've been devoting years to this, so I've refined my craft. You have to learn, if you decide so to do this or to study up on it. You have to learn for yourself. Find the resources for yourself just like I did, because you need to want it. That is my disclaimer. This is my future. Self-sustainability. I haven't taken a medication in 3 years, and my medication has been... This place has seen better days. But as I was going to say in the beginning, I spent about 4 to 4.5 hours just a little while ago playing 2727.27 and 266, along with my Healy running all the crystals and the generator on my chest, after having cat claw coffee and after having some L-citrulline with a whole bunch of the little herbs and the tea. That happened to be enough in order to give me exactly what I needed. But that's just me. I don't speak for everyone, nor should I, nor can I. Physically, feasibly, capably. I'm not you. Have I said enough so far to do your own research? Can't say I didn't tell you, you know? My problem is technically chronic, which means that my previous state of being is going to return. But right now I have a temporary reprieve. And having a temporary reprieve from heart failure is an amazing feeling. Imagine not being able to fully relax or rest, while also not being able to sleep more than maybe a couple hours of the night. You wake up with pressure in your chest, you go to sleep with pressure in your chest. It's a never-ending struggle. It's constant pain, constant suffering. I don't even wish it on an enemy. I mean, my enemies are probably going to bring themselves there because they're ignorant. Evil is dumb. But evil is never really actually evil. It's just misunderstood. When you understand it, it ceases to be evil and just something that is not working properly. Just like Diddy and everybody, all the crimes that you hear about, whether they be planted information or actually happening, or maybe a combination of both, because this is a 5D theater. They're all products of recycled trauma, and so is everyone currently alive, but as you can see, you can break out of it. I've lost 217 pounds, reversed diabetes, cured heart failure, cured major depressive disorder without medication, just by logic alone. I've had 3 heart attacks, survived a really, really bad breakup, managed to find myself all over again. I found my true soulmate, which is my source, managed to meet a whole bunch of new friends and family, even if they don't even know me yet. I've made 2 really low-quality movies that look like shite, but they're choreographed really well. You gotta give me that. I invite you all to try your hardest, in every way that you can, to remember that no matter how alone you feel, you're never alone. Because the best part of you has already completed this journey, so that's how you can know you're gonna make it. The only way that you wouldn't is if you give up. There is a way. The way is called discernment.